Hello lads and ladies, what's the crack? I hope you're all doing well. In today's video I'm going to be showing you some top tips and tricks that will help you if you are a beginner or even a seasoned pro. With all the new changes in Black Ops 6, with the addition of Omni movement, people diving and sliding all over the place, it can take some time to adjust to these new changes. No matter how frustrating it gets, don't give up yet. What the fuck was that? Like all new Call of Duties, there can be many secret settings, glitches and tactics that help you come out on top. Use these tips to rank up XP faster, and you will also get better at the game by getting more kills, streaks and wins, and level up all these new guns before the launch of Warzone's new map, Area 99. I'll be covering some settings tips like how to make your crosshairs larger, some tactics on how to get 15 kills in a row, and guides on how to get easy headshots and get them fast golden guns. Okay, let's get into it. First up is dead bodies. This tip works very well, especially with the new positions you can lie in with the introduction of Omni movement. Players are still getting used to seeing people lying on the ground sideways and often think it's a dead body. I used this method to get 15 kills in a row. The map I found best for this is Stakeout. Lie in the area where there tends to be a lot of dead bodies, and people will walk right past you and think you are just a dead body. Check forwards and backwards. Remember to get up and move briefly and go back to the same spot. You don't want to just lie there constantly, or else they're going to come back and get you. Pick an area where there's going to be lots of people running towards an objective point and farm them kills. I picked up a crazy amount of Fury kill tags from this one game alone, and later I got killed by the same tactic when I walked past this guy and did not see him at all. Apply this tactic to other maps also. It works better on smaller maps but can be done in all maps. You will get lots of double kills, triple kills, quad kills, etc. Meaning a very nice XP boost at the end of the game. It's overpowered, go and give it a try. Next up is door intel. In Black Ops 6 you can shoot doors to get enemy intel. This is a great way of clearing out a building before even stepping inside. Shoot doors to try find campers rather than rushing in and dying. Just make sure you always look for people outside the building first. These doors are wild, man. What the hell is going on here? Watch this. Next up is shouldering. And it's another effective way to get kills off easily whilst protecting yourself with some cover. You are going to throw off your opponent's aim assist by breaking their line of sight. You can now sprint sideways, so it makes shouldering even more effective than previous CADs. This method is great for holding down some lines of sight in a certain part of the map. Hold the sprint button and go back and forth and get your crosshairs lined to the center on your target before exposing your position. Load into a private lobby and just practice until you get the movement right. Next up is smokes. I always use smokes as my secondary, as you can get a high XP boost when you combine them with getting kills and doing objectives. You can farm XP by constantly throwing them into the action areas, and you'll get smoke assists for every time a teammate kills someone. They will also help block your opponent's view, making them targets for easier kills. You will also get smoke assists after you die, so you're ranking up XP while you're dead. Next up is sliding diving downstairs. Use this and it will get you to the ground level much faster, and it will also throw off your opponent's aim assist, meaning that they may miss some shots and you will have the opportunity to get shots off first and catch them off guard. Jumping down will also save time, and the change in elevation will also throw off your enemy's aim assist. Let's watch this back. We can see here this guy is still aiming in the air as his shots fly by, whilst I'm already nearly on the ground and I get the kill. In this example, I kill this lad and I go and regain and retreat, and I predicted a teammate would come by shortly to push me, and I slide down the stairs to save time, and there he is. So next up is hipfire spray. You're going to have to spray your bullets way more in this version of Call of Duty. In this Black Ops 6 Intel video, they compared aim assist to MW3, and there is a drastic drop off within 6 meters of an opponent. This means you can't rely on aim assist within close quarter combat like before, so best to spray your bullets. Even if you're carrying an assault rifle or a non-SMG weapon, I recommend hip firing within the 6 meter mark and certainly within the 4 meter mark, as you will waste time aiming down sight and you won't have aim assist, so your opponent will be gone. Next up is easy headshots. To get easy headshots, you're going to have to make some settings changes and some attachment changes. Once I made these changes, I noticed I was getting nearly 20 headshots per game. Most gunfights, I started getting 2 or 3 headshots in a row, which is a serious XP boost and makes getting gold camos a lot easier. Step 1 is to go into advanced aim settings and make sure your aim response curve is set to dynamic. You're going to adjust your zoom multipliers for all of these, adjust them all the way down to 90. Step 2 is to change your optic to the Willis 3X optic, which will help you get headshots from longer distances. Step 3 is to load into the Warhead map on hardcore and go farm lots of headshots. Next up is the green Strategist. This strategy is massive for getting additional XP. You're going to select the following perks. Select Flak Jacket, which will reduce damage from Semtex and grenades, allowing you to get into enemy objectives easier. Next, you need to select Dispatcher, as you get a reduced score cost for non-lethal score streaks, meaning you can activate them multiple times per game. Next, you can pick any of these 3 perks. I usually go with the Quartermaster, as it gives me more Semtex charges over time that I can throw into enemy objectives. Once you assign all 3 perks, you will get Strategist, which will give you a bonus for objectives like collecting dog tags, domination, bonuses for destroying equipment, and many more. Don't forget the Tactical Expert also, as you will get more smokes to throw into fighting zones. So next up is non-lethal score streaks. This is another massive method for bringing in XP. I use non-lethals as they are easier to get compared to lethal score streaks, and you can gain lots of XP from reveals and assists by your teammates. It's an easy way to get passive XP that doesn't take much effort, and you will get XP while you are dead also.
Sniper, get down.
Combine it with your objective plays. Go and push and hang around the objective, throwing smokes, getting kills, and go back and forth, rinse and repeat. With non-lethal score streaks, I can get several a game, meaning a lot of XP. Your opponents are more likely to take down your score streak if it's a helicopter, but often won't bother with taking down UAVs as they're just too frequent. Don't forget to take down equipment also for the extra bonus, and watch that XP just fly high. When you have the Dispatcher perk selected, you will get a reduction in the cost. For score streaks, I select UAVs, counter UAVs, and the harp. Next up is the Scrambler gearhead. For equipment, you're going to select the Scrambler, and another important part is to change one of your green perks to gearhead, meaning you will get 2 field upgrade charges, and faster charge rate, meaning you can put down a Scrambler several times in a game to cover nearly the entire map. Keep putting them down and you will get a bonus for scramble assist by a teammate, and when you scramble an enemy's equipment, and when you kill a scrambled enemy. Again, combine Scrambler with your objective kills, throwing smokes, using your score streaks, anything else you can do, and enjoy those XP boosts. Next up is sprinting in all directions. In the latest Call of Duty, you can sprint backwards, sideways, forwards, which is a massive change to the game. Rather than running forward into danger zones constantly and getting double teamed, we are going to set up spaces and traps for our enemies to run into. So the tactic here is to sprint forward, but also retreat and sprint backwards and sideways. What we are trying to do is make the enemy think there is a clear space for them to run into, and when they don't see anyone, they will keep coming forward, and that's when we push. Keep on setting up traps for them and repeat the process. You can reload whilst running backwards and even sliding, so reload as you are retreating and you'll start generating health again before your next push. Next up is cancelling a reload. To cancel a reload in case an enemy pops up in front of you, just double tap triangle if you're on a PlayStation 5 or double tap Y if you're on an Xbox. This is helpful to keep your score streak going, especially in the small maps when people can just come out of nowhere constantly. Next up is large crosshair. Not many people know about this one yet, but you can make your crosshair larger. Go into the gameplay HUD and down to the crosshair section. It will be in the on position, but set it to static, as this will make it fixed on the screen and reduces motion blur. Make sure you set the scale to largest. You can also change the color of your crosshairs to make it more noticeable, but I recommend picking a bright color like purple, orange or pink and stay away from red, green or grey. Notice how it's more visual here. I got more kills once I changed it, and in the smoke it stands out way more too.
Enemy HPC on site. Take them out.
Next up is Suckerpunch audio settings. So this is the best audio mix to hear footsteps. You'll be able to hear footsteps louder within 30 meters. Next up is Emote Intel. You can use emotes to get intel about enemies near you without revealing your position. Here I do an emote to see what's going on ahead rather than risking getting shot. Notice I can get a strong intel while still also being covered and protected by the wall. You get a strong vantage point and then go and push a kill when you see someone. And that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed the content and thanks for watching. Let me know which tip helped you the most in the comments. Please help support my channel by liking and subscribing so I can make some more videos for you. Take care.
Tackle. Train requesting UAV.